There was not one, there were not two, but 3 people were interviewed confirming they heard and seen a second shooter at Trump's rally on July 13th. So we have multiple people, including a radio station, saying there was a second suspect at Trump's rally. So why are these claims being ignored? Why are these claims not being taken seriously? And they all say the same thing. It came from the water tower. I am going to go ahead and play those interviews now.
First crack of the gunfire, and I just screamed, "It's the sniper, it's the sniper," and he was firing down toward the water tower.
That's what we're hearing.
And yeah, and then at that same exact moment, there was a spray from the right side of the stage that I thought was some type of gas. Like, or not gas, but smoke to blind, blind up front. And he said it was, he heard it was gunfire, didn't know hydraulic on the track. So the gunfire was coming toward the stage.
Wow.
And then a few minutes later, there was a couple more shots down the hill, and that's when they started flooding and pushing everybody out.
Sharpshooter shot to the left. He killed the gentleman in the water tower here. Now, when I called my husband at home, who's watching TV, he said, I thought Trump hurt his ear when he went to the ground. But he said, no, on TV they showed before Trump hit the ground, the ear was bleeding. So that sharpshooter went across, Trump turned his head, his ear must have been nipped, and it killed somebody in the stands over to the left.
Could you see anyone injured besides the blood on the former president?
All I saw was the gentleman from Beaver County who spoke earlier in the day. He was running for the State House Representative, Elmore, I know his name. He had a white shirt on, and I saw him come from that left stands where the people were mostly shot. I think there were several. They said 3 medevacs left here. Blood was down the right side of his... He wasn't shot, but you could see that he was next to somebody who must have been bleeding profusely, because he either helped them and ran, rubbed against them, or tried to get them help or something. It was covered. So I knew that he was near somebody. That was my first indication that somebody was actually shot, when I saw his blood on his shirt.
Erin, when did you realize that, hey, this might not be fireworks, this might be something else?
When they got Trump down on the ground. And then we were just so concerned that he wasn't hit, because we couldn't. It happened so fast. It's really hard to process it. I guess if you have it on your camera to see the exact minute, you can tell. But when he got up, he did not look bad. What I've heard coming out here is now they feel that there was 2 shooters on both sides. So they got the one on the tower on this side, but the one on the right side they never got. So that's why they wanted us to leave immediately, because they thought there's still a shooter out there somewhere. So there could be in these woods around Butler. And I feel sad for our country. I feel sad for everybody, I mean, you don't like the guy, don't vote for him. Don't kill him. We love the guy. We're going to vote for him. I mean, what is up with his violence? I mean, it's just terrible. I mean, I just wish that people that, I'm glad that guy's no longer with us anymore in that tower. And I hope they get the other one too. And I hope they don't nick him. I hope they get him and he's down.
The fence where the other shooter was. There was one I heard in the water tower. There was one by the fence.
And still, obviously, initial reports. But what we do know, according to the
fence where the other shooter was, there was one.
Multiple people heard and saw the exact same thing. They gave very descriptive accounts. So why are these accounts being dismissed? Why would a second suspect being in the water tower, who has a very easy line of sight to the podium, be out of the realm of possibility, so much so that bots are being released to push back this narrative? You have people saying that this is just not possible, but why? Being on the water tower has a much better advantage, multiple advantages, than a person being on the roof, because in a normal world, the person seen on the roof would have been taken out right away. They would not have waited over 30 minutes to take out the person on the roof. There were many people who were at Trump's rally who said they saw the man who is supposed to be Thomas Matthew Crooks climbing on the roof for quite some time. It was captured on film. The police and the Secret Service were made aware of this.
If we were doing the job, I wouldn't even be doing this. I'd be at some beautiful places, the gorgeous ocean, the Mediterranean.
Look, they're all pointing.
The Atlantic, maybe the Pacific.
Yeah, someone's on top of the roof. Look. There he is right there. Yeah. Right there, see him? He's laying down, see him?
Yeah, he's laying down.
And still I'm here with you fighting cartel to get a Senate.
What's happening? Yeah, look. There he is.
Because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people. Criminals. We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here.
Right on the roof.
It's much tougher than it.
What sniper who is on a mission to take out the ex-president of the United States, who is currently running for president again, is going to keep themselves so out in the open where multiple people can see them? People are pointing at him, multiple people. They are yelling out, police, there he is. And I am sure the man who is on this roof can hear them saying, there he is on the roof. There's a man on the roof. And yet, he still continues this mission on the roof without a care in the world. Very, very odd. Does the man who's on the roof not realize there are people out there not too far from him pointing him out and yelling at him? Given the fact they knew that man was on the roof for over 30 minutes, Secret Service and the police did nothing. They could have at least rushed Trump off the stage. They could have taken him away off the stage. But given the fact they did nothing for 30 minutes and people were pointing this man out, it's very suspicious. It's making me believe that this man on the roof was a patsy and a distraction. If he realized his cover was blown due to all the people pointing him out and yelling that there's someone on the roof, and he's still continuing this mission without the worry of the other snipers that are focused on him and the police that could come and get him, it makes me believe this was all a setup. And this person on the roof, who only has one train of thought to distract everybody away from the real sniper, is more than likely an agent, an MK Ultra agent. A year ago, we all had spoken about a certain movie and how this certain movie was predictive programming for what's to come, and that movie happens to be Civil War. Well, what started the conflict in that movie? It all started with snipers, and on the cover of the Civil War movie, we can see two snipers. Then there are people saying there is predictive programming in the new trailer for Captain America, A Brave New World, the new Captain America movie, where the president in that movie, the president of the United States, has a shot taken at him, he drops to the ground, and then the whole premise of the movie is about how the president's inner circle is compromised. There are people in his inner circle trying to take him out. They say the exact same words in the trailer. Your inner circle is compromised. I do not know how you cannot see that. And we are seeing this play out in real time. How there are people that believe that Trump's Secret Service was compromised. They knew what was about to happen. They stood down. They waited for the man to fire. And then they took out the sniper. Then there is a photo, a bizarre photo being passed around by news and media where they are saying this is Thomas Matthew Crooks at the day of the rally. An aerial photo of Thomas Matthew Crooks. Where did they get this photo? If this was a drone photo, were they tracking him for quite some time? And if they were, still begs the question, why did they not intervene? Why did they not take Trump out of the rally? Makes no sense whatsoever. This is all a setup. This is all planned. And whoever the man is on the roof is once again either a distraction, a patsy, or both. So there is still a lot going on here. The rabbit hole still runs very deep. There are a lot of witnesses who saw and heard things they were not supposed to see and hear. They were supposed to look over here and not over there. But in any case, thank you so much for watching. If you like this channel and you want to see more, please subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please like, as any engagement does help the channel grow. Once again, thank you so much for your support.